What's going on, everybody? Glad to be back with you on what is probably the coldest day of the year. It's like 8 degrees outside,
Sure is.
but nice and comfortable in here at Know Your Numbers Accounting. I am with Sheryl Simon from Know Your Numbers Accounting, and very excited to talk to you about some things that business owners in general and restaurant owners in particular can do to get a better handle on their accounting. Thank you for talking with me today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate that.
And we met through BNI,
Yep.
and we had our first one-on-one, and I was like, wow, you have a fascinating story. Things that I had never, ever heard before. You don't generally hear about people in college giving tax tips and tax advice to their condo mates and suite mates and classmates. So that was a great story to hear. So just tell us a little bit about what your background and what you got, how you got into accounting and opening up Know Your Numbers Accounting.
Okay, so I'm originally from New York City. So, I grew up in New York, went to college in Pennsylvania, Lincoln University, Pennsylvania. And, I've always been very budget focused. So I've always been the type, I'm not going to pay a bill without checking my spreadsheet. And I was even like that in college. And so I started out just kind of, helping my friends with their budgets. That moved into me kind of teaching myself how to do taxes. And then, I would do some of my friends' taxes and help them set up their budgets. And so, I did that all throughout college. And then after college, I decided, okay, I'm an accounting major. Maybe I should go get my CPA. So that's what I did. I got my CPA. Worked in corporate America. And I realized, my passion is working with small businesses because they don't really know what's going on a day-to-day basis. They're just, making the money, going out there doing marketing and everything, but they don't understand why they have a certain amount of money in their bank account. So I felt like I could connect those dots, and it kind of just snowballed, and now I'm here, doing what I like doing. So
What brought you down to Prince William County in general and Dumfries in particular? It's a decent ways away from New York.
It is.
And outside of Philly.
Well, without being too detailed, a blind date. So a blind date, and then now he's my husband, and now we're living happily ever after in Dumfries, Virginia. So interesting, right?
Believe it or not, I met my wife on a blind date.
Really?
Yes.
Look, and the rest is history. Now I'm in Dumfries, living my best life. So yeah.
So how long ago did you open up Know Your Numbers?
So Know Your Numbers has been around for about 7 years now. We were originally in New York, and then I had a business partner in Philadelphia, and now my business partner is also here in Virginia as well. So we kind of migrated down south, but we're virtual, so we can work with anyone. We still have some of those same clients that are in New York because of the beauty of technology. So we use technology to its advantage. So.
Funny that you say that. You mentioned that you have certain requirements for clients.
Yes.
You don't just take anybody on. They've got to have a certain level of technical understanding. Talk about that real quick.
Yes. So since we are moving into the virtual age and we like to make it easy for our clients to work with us, we want to make sure that our clients are, kind of tech savvy. You don't have to be 100% tech savvy, but I would expect you to, know how to use email, open a link, maybe do a screen share. That would be the basics for working with us. We are paperless, so if you're on vacation somewhere, you can just upload your documents to us. You don't have to worry about bringing us a whole box of receipts. We try to make it very streamlined and efficient. So.
And you guys are working through QuickBooks mostly, is that right?
Mostly QuickBooks online. We do support desktop as well for some clients, and then we are actually migrating some clients over to Xero. So we kind of do the whole 3 suite of services, so we just try to make it easy and see what is best fit for them.
Great. So what are some of the clients you've been working with since you've been down here? What are the niches that you've been concentrating on?
So the niches we've been concentrating on are like massage therapists, independent contractors as well. We are dabbling in restaurants, so we're pretty familiar with those as well. And then, on a case-by-case basis, we will work with some business owners, but the biggest thing is, as long as you're tech savvy, we can most likely work it out with you. So,
well, as you know, most of my audience is foodie people. So if you're a foodie fan watching this, and you need help with your accounting, there you go. But for the restaurant owners that watch, just real quick, we're going to be doing probably a monthly series on things that restaurant owners can do to kind of get a better handle on their numbers and their accounting. So we're not going to go too deep right now in the interview. We're going to have the first tip video coming out very soon. But just at a high level, what are some things that you've noticed restaurant owners kind of struggle with when it comes to their books and their accounting?
I would just say the thing that I see the most is just not knowing where the money is going. You're looking at your bank account and you're saying, oh, I have $5,000 in there, but it's saying I have a $50,000 profit. Like, where did the money go? So I think the biggest thing I see is connecting the dots and just really seeing, the day-to-day operations. How do you connect that with your financial statements? So that's what we try to help. But to me, that's the biggest thing, just understanding and reading a financial statement and making sense of it.
Yeah, I agree. With the restaurant owners that I've worked with, a lot of times you see there's not a lot of integration from their purchasing into their menu items, into how much money they're making from each one, and pricing those things out.
Right.
And it's such a cash-focused business in a lot of ways.
Exactly.
That they just say, hey, go out and buy us some of this, and give $100 and don't account for that at all. I have no idea where it went.
Cash-based businesses, it can be very lucrative, but it can also leave a lot of, holes out there because there's just cash going back and forth. So, tracking cash, making sure your drawers is straight, and making sure that, whoever's handling the cash is not dabbling. So those are certain things you have to, have cash controls over.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very excited to start the series. I think it's going to be incredibly valuable for everybody, so keep watching. I'm going to try to do one a month with accounting tips and bookkeeping tips and things like that for restaurant owners, so keep an eye out. Thank you so much for talking with me, Cheryl. Thanks for working with us, and I'm excited to keep this going. Awesome. Everybody keep your eye out. Hey, if you're looking for any accounting help, I'm going to drop the link to contact and Cheryl know your numbers in this, so you can contact her and ask her about getting some help with your books, and keep an eye out because we're going to be dropping some great videos on how you can get a better handle on your numbers in your restaurant. Talk to y'all soon.
Bye.